Hey guys, so today is where it gets real. There's no script, there's no nothing. Today we're going to talk about the body image issues and my story. So you might wonder why I created this series. And part of it is, yes, to help other people who are struggling with this. But the other reason why I went through and created it is for me. Is that selfish? I don't think so. Because I have come across so many people that say the things I say and feel the things I feel, and I know that they're going through the same struggles. And when I tell someone, I know how you feel, when they say, I hate the way I look, I hate the way my clothes fit, I hate this, I hate that, my hair is too frizzy, this, that, or the other, I know what it feels like to struggle with that. I've changed my pants twice today because the other pair sucked and I hated them. Here's the funny thing, okay? Didn't we talk about becoming comfortable in your own skin and wearing clothes that are flattering to you? So that pair of jeans sucked and I hated the way they fit. I put on a different pair and it was okay. I'm blaming the jeans. I'm seriously blaming the jeans. You know, I see it with young girls. I see it with older kids. I see it with adults. I even see it with males. And it's more of an issue than I think people want to address. Reason being, for myself, I need to remind myself of these things that I have written about almost every day. And the funny thing is when I tell someone, hey, I know how you feel, they probably look at me and they say, yeah, whatever. And I say, no, I know how you feel. So I'm letting you know that, yes, I know how you feel. And jokingly, we joke about this in class. You know, we know how it is, and it's a matter of not staying in that frame of mind and being able to kind of joke and realize that this is who I am. This is the shape I've been given. You know, we joke in class like, look, you know, you could see my rolls sticking over these high-waisted pants. Like, oh, they made high-waisted pants and your stuff just hangs out higher on some of it. You know, I mean, but it's who you are. And until you get right in that frame of mind and are able to rewire your thinking or realize that this is what your mama gave you and you need to shake it, or you need to show it, or you need to be proud of it, it doesn't matter what you do. It's not going to change anything. It really isn't. So these are daily reminders that you have to be positive about yourself. You have to, and here's another thing. It doesn't matter. I know what it feels like to me, it doesn't matter what other people say or think. When they say, oh, you look fine. Oh, you, there's nothing wrong with you, this, that, or the other. I know what it's like to not accept that and to feel that what they're saying is not something I believe. So believing it and changing your mindset is half the battle. Take a freaking compliment from people. Seriously. When someone says, hey, yeah, I had someone say, hey, your triceps look awesome. And I was like, then why do they flap in the wind when I wave goodbye? Why did I have to turn it into a negative? Okay. It's totally normal to feel this way about yourself, but it's not normal to stay in that state of mind. And that's where you have to realize, because I've considered going to talk to someone about it, because it affects everything around you. It affects the people you're with. It affects how you act. It affects how you see yourself. It affects more than you will ever flipping know. And when it gets to that point, or if it should get to that point, you have to draw that line and say, I need to take a 360 and turn this around and maybe work on it every day as to how to change the negative to positive. Or maybe I need to get help from someone with it. I don't want to say higher authority, but a third party. Because when you can't feel good about yourself, you can't feel good about anything. I'm not freaking kidding. It's so hard to say, like, okay, I know what you're feeling, and people don't believe it. I can remember having a conversation with someone one time, and I said, you know, it really bugs me because I hate all these things about myself, and this, that, and the other. And the other person said to me, I never noticed that about you. I never, ever would notice that unless you pointed it out. So sometimes we see these things in ourselves that other people don't see. So we need to, like I said, in one of my episodes, I want to say it was like episode 1. If you're not sure, when I talked about writing out 8 to 10 things that are positive about yourself that don't relate with your body, don't relate with your weight, and don't relate with outside materialistic things, ask other people. Because you may not be able to see them, but they see so much greatness in you. And those are the kind of people you need to hang out with. That is exactly what I discussed in yesterday's episode, which you have to realize, like, look, who am I hanging out with? Am I hanging out with people who are so critical of their bodies and that's all we do is bash our bodies? Or am I hanging out with someone who is, you know, trying to help me see the other way of it? And that's part of the reason why I did this, was for you guys who maybe don't want to discuss it or don't really feel like you know what to do with it. And then I turn around and say, I've been there, I've done that. And this is partly to help me also. Because me knowing that I'm helping someone else with this was something that I pretty much a lot struggle with, more than I'd like to admit. I want to know that I'm helping someone else, and in turn that helps me continue to want to help myself and others with this situation. And some people suffer worse than others with it. You know, like I said, I'm not one that will let it control me, but it's gotten to a point where it has. And I've pushed past it. And like I said, there's been times where I want to maybe like, hey, maybe I need to go talk to someone about this. Because really, why am I feeling so bad about how I look, or that my clothes don't fit? Or, you know what? I'm blaming the flippin' people who make the pants because they're stupid, okay? They're just dumb. But listen, the reason why I created this was to help me help you, and to open my eyes up, and to let you guys see that this is something that I have gone through myself. So I am hoping that this has opened your eyes to realize that you can be more confident in who you are, and you don't have to be ashamed of it. You don't have to feel conceited about it. I hope you opened up to being able to find positive things about yourself, and more loving towards yourself, and more accepting of this kind of what you were given. You know, funny story, because I thought about this earlier. You see, when I'm scripted, I go, not unscripted, I go a little longer. But I thought about this when I was thinking, like, well, what am I going to say to everybody? How am I going to put it out there? How am I going to say, like, I go through this too? It's completely normal, but you can't stay there. And, you know, like, we talk about our looks and like, oh, I'm starting to get wrinkles. I'm getting older, and this, that, and the other. And I can remember one time my grandma lived to be 95 and a half. And when she was 90, we had this conversation, and she said, everybody tells me I look so good for being 90. She's like, what is 90 supposed to look like? Now, we're not supposed to compare ourselves to others, right? We're supposed to just want to be better than what we were the day before. And my grandma said, well, Betty White's a year younger than me, and look how good she looks. What if I look like that? And I said, Graham, she's got people. Don't compare yourself to her. So don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, and just try to be better than you were the day before. Try to find those positive things about yourself. Try to understand that you are not perfect, and it's okay to not be perfect. You are beautifully imperfect just the way you were meant to be. The size of your body is the size it's supposed to be. And if you feel that you need to change it, we talked about this, I believe, in episode 3, go ahead and do something good for yourself, but don't hate yourself through that process. Don't. Please don't. Love yourself and love your body for letting you and allowing you to be able to do that. You know, I hope that you have learned to try to appreciate something positive about yourself every day, and be grateful that you're here and you're alive and you're breathing, because, you know, I mean, these are small problems, yet sometimes up here they become a lot bigger. And that's where, when it affects everything in your daily life, you want to seek a higher authority to maybe help you through it. But I'm hoping that if you go back and kind of watch these episodes and read my blogs, you'll find some things that you can take baby steps towards each day to becoming more confident in who you are and how you carry yourself and who you were created to be. I want you to be able to look at your body and love it and love its beauty and love everything about it and realize, like, hey, everybody has these issues and some are worse than others, but I can get past this. I can get past it with making some positive changes. So that is what I wanted to bring at you guys today. It can be a daily battle. It can be a daily uphill battle, but it's all about your mindset. So once you have rewired, gotten rid of the negative, put more positive in, and it comes and goes every day, okay? So just know that it's something that the more you focus on the positive, the less that negative is going to come around, and everything is going to come full circle. And you're going to realize that, hey, I don't even remember those negative things I thought about myself. I really don't, because I'm the bomb and I am being positive about myself, and I have learned to love who I am and appreciate and accept what is inside of this body, because it comes from the inside, not the outside. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I appreciate you all following this series, and I will catch you in the next series. Have a great day.